Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Box with the Technical Trader at thetechtrader.com. It's Thursday, November the 14th. These are the charts of the day, and as we do every Thursday, as usual, a swing trade review. There's still quite a few, but I must say that half a dozen or so have been stopped out just in the last couple of days. This market is treacherous, but that's what stops are for, folks. Let's take a look at AEYE, which broke out. I put a swing on it and met target number one and immediately fell back 3 days at support. Careful on this one. Don't want to get this one under 21. 23 and then 21 and a half. Those are your stopping points. A rebound resistance now 29 and a half and 34. Atomera has done phenomenal for us after we put it out. It blew out. It's extended from a 3.5 range and doubled to 7. Today, though, it was a reversal day, but it did reach both your swing targets that should have been an out, at least for now. Bristol Myers also reached the target and then came a little short of the second one before backing off. Nevertheless, it popped, pulled back, ran up. It's still active after all these weeks, although the pullback here is a bit concerning. We may get a little bit of a retest of lower lows. However, the target still remains at 65. Boot on the short side, I put it out this week. It's a new one. After a long uptrend, it gapped down and formed the bear flag. Today, it actually broke that flag. Now it looks to me like we're headed to the 107.10 zone, 120 and change last. CAPR has pulled back to test the support area and the stopping points. It's right there. Any further damage, I'm not going to be happy about this. Obviously, the market is putting pressure on it, but today was a nice snapback in a lousy market, up 171 or 10%. So let's see what this can do. I like the overall look. CONL more than met both of my swing targets along with TSLL. Both of these broke out and went vertical. CONL went from 22 to 72, nearly 50 points in about 7 days. The pullback is warranted. Gap was filled today. We'll see if there's any bounce in it. DELL's been in a steady rising channel ever since it bottomed in August and then from the right end it extended V, only to start stepping its way up. Currently in a week-long bull flag type pattern, I'm expecting additional upside if the market cooperates to get to 150 or better. If not, careful as this week-long support level at 133.4 zone is being tested. Flex broke out, put a swing on it, and then ran up and met my target. Not quite at the channel top yet, and has pulled back the last few days with the market. You can see there's a gap support right there at today's low at 37.5. Now let's see what this one does going forward. Careful, stop must be put in this one probably now under 36. Target 42. GRRR tried to pop this week. Market just won't let it. Nevertheless, there is resistance right around 4 3/4. That gets through that, looking at 5.5 and 6 3/4. INDI exploded on one big day with volume, but it's come down ever since, and it's come into the gap, which is always a concern. Testing key support at the breakout point here. It needs to hold. It got right to the target support zone and bounced today. We'll see if that holds or not. LAC broke out here, put a swing on it and met both targets and pulled back. Key support now, 370.73. And the key resistance is 4.5. Get through that, 5.5 and 6.5 for your targets. NANX put it out today. Strong story fundamentally. Really nice chart technically. You can see the 2-year base pattern broken, consolidated, and popped. Targeting 365 and 4.5. We'll see if it goes beyond that. An ET broke out of a base. We put a swing on it. It backed off and formed a wedge, but held support and popped. It's back and filled in the last couple of days with the market. My next target is 105. NNOX, very disappointed in this one as it exploded on big volume. It looked like I'm going to buy that first pullback, which I put out a swing on, but it's come nothing but down since, and it's just above support. NXL, great looking chart from 254 when it popped here and consolidated. I put a swing on it and then extended today to 436 from 254. A nice strong percentage move. And a nominal breakout to a new all-time high today. So it's holding up extremely well in a lousy market. And it has momentum. It may extend it if the market lets it, but I'm looking for 5.5 and 6. Sagamet Base, breakout, retest, and then popped. We put a swing on it. We went to target number 1 at about 6.5 and backed off sharply today to test support. Any further damage is probably an out, but a move to 635, target 7.5 and 8.5. SMR popped out. We put a swing on it. It's moved smartly from the mid-teens to the low to mid-20s. My target remains in the low to mid-30s. SPIR. May have made a mistake in this one. It popped and pulled back, and then it popped and pulled back. That's 2 days in a row. I don't like that. I think maybe this was one we should move aside on temporarily. Or it might need to back and fill in this area. If it does do that and goes 17 and 19 are targets. Very similar pattern is SSYS as it broke out of a base, but for 2 days is backed and filled in the zone. If it gets over 1060, my targets are 11.5 and 12.5. Beyond that, we'll see. But the key support now down around 9. Talk broke out. We put a swing on it. It popped again and again. It's met one of my targets. The secondary target is 4. It did pull back today to test price moving average support. TSLL was one of those momentum stocks that went crazy. We were fortunate enough to catch it as it broke out at 14 and change, and it ran out quickly to 23, 30 before backing off pretty sharply so today with the market. Let's see if it stabilizes in a zone or not. TTI broke out. We put a swing on it. It backed off and then popped again. We're having a difficulty getting through 4, though. You can see there's key resistance across that. Should it get through that, target 4.5 and 5 are possible. UIS popped out, put a swing on it, and then backed off, and then ripped. Went to target number 1. Target number 2 is 9.5. Really good acting stock. VMEO. Explosive move, a bit of a rising pattern, and then a pullback. Is this the entry opportunity we're looking for? Well, we'll have to just see if it holds here. If not, it may test 6.15. Targets are 7.75 and 9. VRNA has been in a stair-step move up. We have a swing on it. It extended and then pulled back, reaching over 40 before pulling back 5 points. It needs to hold it around here to be viable. Key secondary support 31. Target low to mid 40s and then 50. And finally, VST, one of the power generating stocks, fabulous long-term chart. As you can see, it's gone from 22 to 150 nearly, 149.80, and it's consolidating in here. If it holds, next target is 165 and 182. That's a look at some of the very hot stocks at detectrader.com in the swing sector. HB out. Have a good evening.